All right, here we are back with the bottom half of the third page. It's just kind of on your own, so I'd love it if you just pause the video and go through and do all of these to the best of your ability, and then come back to me, and then we'll walk through it and we'll check our answers. Okay, you're back. I'm sure you did really great. All right, so we're gonna go from grams to milligrams, right? So if I look down here, here's grams, and I'm gonna go to milligrams, so way over here. So I go, well, let's see how many spaces that is. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna move, and which way did I go? To the right, which means I am multiplying because I need more, because those are smaller 3 places. So I put my 7, place my decimal, right? And then I go 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I have these empty troughs. What do I put in them? Yeah, zeros. So I get 7,000. All right, don't judge that zero, it's all right. All right, here I got kilometers to meters. Well, that's pretty much the same one as this. Oh, kilometers to meters. So I got kilometers over here. I got meters over here. So I'm gonna write my 5. I'm going to the right. Meters are smaller, I need more, so I multiply. Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3. Place my decimal. 1, 2, 3. And put in my zeros, and now I have 5,000. Easy. Milliliters to deciliters, because it's just a little d right there. So I'm going to go from here, 1, 2 to the left. Deciliters are bigger, so I'm going to divide because I need fewer of them, right? And it's 2 spaces, so I'm going to write 1, 5, 2, 1, and place my decimal, and I'm going to move it 1, 2. 1, 2, 15 and 21 hundredths. Okay, deciliters. All right, now we're going to compare. I think, and I wrote this on the homework already, that it's easier probably to compare the larger number because I end up with a whole number, right? Generally speaking. So I want to compare kilograms to hectograms. And they happen to be right next to each other. Here's kilograms, right? And here's hectograms. So that's 1 to the right. So if I write 3 and 0.2, 3 and 2/10, and I move 1 to the right, that's going to end up over here, so that's going to equal 32 hectograms, right? So they're equal. 32 equals 32. All right. Compare. I want kilometers to meters. I can kind of already tell this one. Hopefully some of you can as well. But I'm going to convert my big one. That's 6 kilometers. And put my decimal in. Okay, and then I'm going to count. I want to go to meters, right? So here's kilometers, and I go km right there, little km. 1, 2, 3. So I move my decimal how many places? 3 to the right, because I moved to the right on my chart, which makes sense because meters are smaller. I need more. I multiply. 1, 2, 3. Place my decimal and fill it with zeros. I get 6,000. What's bigger, 6,000 or 660? Please. Boom. All right, Pac-Man always eats the bigger numbers. He likes those kilometers. All right, so I've got centiliters and I've got milliliters. I mean, I don't have to really do a conversion here. What's bigger, centiliters or milliliters? Well, you know milli is the smallest. That's actually Latin for 1,000, right? So that's 1,000th of a liter. That's 100th. Centi, like a century, 100, right, is 100th of a liter. So I already know that that's bigger, okay? Centiliters are bigger than milliliters, and they're the same number, okay? All right. Are these less than, are these less than 1 million, exactly 1 million, or greater than 1 million milligrams? Oh, are there? Oopsie. Are there less than 1 million, exactly 1 million, or greater than 1 million milligrams in a kilogram? And explain how you know. So, what we can do for this is take a kilogram, and we're going to write 1 kilogram equals how many, I'm going to put it way over here, milligrams, right? Because we know that they are tiny. And so I take my 1 and I put my decimal here, all right? And then I just do the same thing. How far is it from here to there? It's a long, long ways. So I know it's going to be a big number, so it's possible to be a million. Let's take a look. So I start here and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That really just means I add 6 zeros to a whole number, but let's do the trough thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I place my decimal and I put my zeros in. Okay. So that's how many of those I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And then I just put my commas in to separate out the periods. Ones, tens, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds, right? And that looks to me to be ones, thousands, and millions, and that is a million. So it is exactly 1 million. I'm gonna write it right here. It is exactly 1 million. How do I know? Because there's 6 powers of 10 apart, which just means that they are 6 place values apart. 6 powers of 10 apart. All right. You can pause it right there to get that written down. Let me scooch this down for you so you can see a little bit better. There we go. All right. Got the last page coming up.